Yep, we've been through all of this before. Here we go. If you want to see full walkthroughs, already got them on my channel. Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy. La 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 la. Yes, we've been here through all this already. Let's kick it back. You swing your foot and awkwardly strike the volleyball, sending it bouncing across the sand towards Huntress. It doesn't make it all the way. Everyone stares at you, silently observing your unsportsmanlike shame. They must be wondering, have you ever even seen a volleyball before? That's surely what I'm wondering right now. It's not a soccer ball. What a dork. You feel so awkward that you can barely see straight. Ooh, did you see that little glimmer though? But through the haze of your embarrassment, you catch Wraith looking at you from the corner of your eye. Huntress jogs the rest of the way to grab the volleyball, and they all turn and head back to the court. Alone again, you look across the beach at the strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. Yes, I am so terrified. I'm so turned on and terrified. Okay, so Wraith wants to go to the pool. Which I guess is this one? Doesn't look like a pool, but I swear it's a pool. I'd be down for a dip in the pool. This is what we started to go for last time. Whoa, the pool? You actually want to go to the pool? I well mean sure, why not? I've got good ideas. What's wrong with my ideas? Nothing, bestie. You're doing great. You're doing great, sweetie. The pool is great. Everyone knows that. All over the world, if people agree on one thing, it's that pools are great. Look, we've got a whole ocean right here, and they still put in a pool because pools are just, great. It's a rare, special treat. And you thought it was bad when he stayed quiet. Hold on, just for one moment. This is one Claudette. Yep, we don't give two shits about them. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. Do I have a dramatic musical flourish? It was very dramatic. I don't think it suits, though. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence, why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. Yep, great. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible. Okay, even though I'm clicking through, I'm gonna make sure I don't accidentally click on the wrong thing, because I think that's how we ended up accidentally going with Trapper last time, because we did originally choose the pool, intending to romance Wraith, but then I was clicking through, and then they did that thing where they have us choose our choice a second time, but I was clicking through nonsensically, and I accidentally chose Trapper's Yacht, so we're gonna choose the pool again! And we're actually gonna go to the pool this time. Wraith moves ahead to the pool at a pace that could almost be described, that's all, folks. That could almost be described. I did it again. Like I said, I'm half asleep. If I read something wrong, we're just rolling through it. Considered jaunty. If a creature so lanky they appeared to be made entirely of elbows and ankles could jaunt. What's going on with Wraith's face? Is that a smile? Is that what a smile looks like when he does it? What can I say? Being enveloped by water is comforting. It's quiet, it's ominous, and, Wraith looks back over each shoulder to make sure no one besides you is within earshot. The fire can't get me. Super normal stuff here, as usual. Oh, great, it's Claudette and Dwight. What do these two want? Since everyone's at the pool, we figured we'd bring over some of our most popular pool accessories. Which of these particularly interests you? Gee, I don't know. I'm going to go with the goggles and the snorkel. That way we can go more underwater and away from the fire. Yeah? Could I get some of those goggles? Using goggles and snorkel lets me escape from it all and completely immerse myself in the wet embraces of the water. Gazing into the bottom, wishing I could be there forever. Wraith, are you okay? Do you need to talk? Yikes, wishing you'd pick that lounger? Well, too late. You dive in and take a plunge. The world melts away as you join Wraith underwater in the wet embrace of whatever it was he said. He brushes up against you and you realize he hasn't taken off his shirt. Should you do it for him? No, absolutely not. Consent is key. He knows what he wants and what makes himself comfortable. If he wants to be fully clothed in the pool, I'm gonna let him. That's just no. Ew, gross. Don't be touching people you shouldn't be touching. Now's not the time to get handsy. You decide against it. Yeah, he probably has his reasons. For a waking nightmare, you could almost believe that you're starting to relax a bit and forget about how much you can't remember. It's as if the sun's very rays have a calming effect on you, your body tranquilized by the soft light from overhead, coupled with the cool breeze rolling in from the sea. And you're not alone. I feel recharged by the gentle warmth of the ocean's caress. If it was a little too warm, that might have been my fault. Even when we're not romancing him, he's still pissing in the pool. Also, this is a pool, not the ocean. Okay, everyone, just let him finish. Thanks. I know this probably doesn't seem like me, but would anyone want to play a game of Marco Polo? Yes, I love games. I'm also realizing Wraith's voice and Spirit's voice are kind of similar. Very ghostly, ethereal-like, where Spirit's is kind of higher. Whatever, I'm committed by this point. I'll go first. Someone blindfold me. Of course, Trapper has a blindfold ready to go. It's as if he had it in his hands before you even spoke. And did he just wink? And did you just bite your lip? No. We already did Trapper. Literally and figuratively. Good thing you're getting reined in, because it sure seemed like you were about to act up. Okay, mini game time. Okay, I'm gonna try for a perfect one. I have yet to get a fully perfect mini game. I'm gonna try. Because I need that achievement. Mama needs an achievement. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm fully focused. Oh, hell yeah! Oh, god damn it. Focus. Oh! Oh, damn it! Stop! Make it stop! Make it stop, please. I can't. You got a perfect score. I guess there's no way to check and make sure you actually blindfolded yourself. Should have thought this through a little better. Wait, did I already get the perfect minigame achievement? Maybe I already did. Oh well, still got a perfect score. That was incredible to watch. I love Marco Polo. I love that it's based on the idea that, you know, the other player can't see me. That tracks. But with that performance, I feel seen in a very real way. In a way I haven't felt in a long time. Welcome to our island. It's going to be fun having you around. That was a good game. I say we celebrate by throwing this waiter whose name I forgot into the pool. Sure. Hilarious! Bullying truly is the gift that keeps on giving. Don't bully people. This is your PSA of the day. Don't do it. Don't follow my actions. Bullying is bad. Be kind, be respectful, be nice to yourself and other people at all times. Or I'm gonna shit on your carpet! You grab Dwight's legs and help Trapper give him a heave-ho! You know what? Sorry. I can't pretend to support you on this one. Only Trapper is this sadistic. I know it's all in good fun or whatever, but not on my Murderer's Island. Yes, that's right. This place really is called Murderer's Island. But that doesn't mean we're cool with bullying. You're on thin ice, friend. I'm no expert, even though as an omnipotent narrator I probably should be, but I think that means it's time for the next activity. I think they want an explanation why you're not eating. What do you want to tell them? Let's apologize. Actually, it's not the food of the company. I'm just super self-conscious how I look when I eat. I was just pretending to be grossed out by dinner so I'd have an excuse not to chew in front of everyone. Sorry if that made things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry. Yeah, watching people eat is gross, but try to relax and not worry what everyone thinks. It's so important to always remember people are watching you, judging you, definitely not ignoring you. Right? Guys, is anyone listening to me? Typically, a group that includes one, if not more, cannibals staring at you with meat juices dripping from their chins would be quite scary. However, right now you're barely able to keep your head up, let alone get scared and run away. I'm a narrator, not a physician, so please don't take this as medical advice, but I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive. Yes, Ocean. I'm kind of fed up with you a little bit right now, I'm not gonna lie. You wake up to find Wraith holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Now that you're finally alone, Wraith looks at you eagerly. You weren't grossed out, were you? Even when you eat, you know you look like a beautiful angel. You were just pretending to be awkward because it's lonely being so perfect. Huh? All we have in this life are those fleeting connections with other living things. Something to remind us we're not alone. Could you possibly be as shy and nervous as someone like me? Oh, hell yeah, bestie. No. I made it up. Oh, well, thanks for being honest with me. How do I say this? It's just, honesty is important to me. I've been burned too many times. Something about the word burned makes Wraith look away, far away, his eyes brimming with tears, and yet at the same time, dead. I understand. Wraith looks back at you with those sad eyes, wanting so badly to believe you. He looks down at the ground. I have something very important to tell you. It's about something very special to me. It's not something I tell everyone, but you know how important honesty is to me. I can't expect that from you if I'm not honest in return. Oh, great. I bet he's got crabs. It's about my special bell. What? It belonged to my father. He gave it to me before he and my mother, well, they had to go away. If I was ever in danger, I was supposed to ring this bell. It didn't really work, but it's all I have of my family with me. Wow, Wraith, thank you for telling me. Here, hold it. Whoa, Wraith just gave you his bell? Sound the alarms! What are you gonna do with this thing? Hold the bell delicately. Obviously, this is a big deal for him. You caress the bell, running your fingers over its rusty... Is that dried blood? Why are you touching this thing? Thank you for sharing this important part of yourself. You hand the bell back. Wraith looks out wistfully at the ocean. The ocean is beautiful. It's not real. None of this is. Wraith looks at you more intensely than ever. I don't know if you're ready to hear the truth. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new blah 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 blah. It's Dwight and Claudette. Itinerary, playing sick for cute flirt points is not in the agenda. No time for excuses. It's campfire time. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone hasn't been sticking to the schedule, so we only got time for one story. Gee, I wonder who we're going to pick. I choose you, Wraith. Whoa. Yeah, huh? IP infringement. Oops. You literally carry around a skull and a spine as your little prop. As the other killers laugh, Wraith holds up his skull and gazes into its hollow, dark eye sockets. I think he said something about horror stories. If you're looking for something Shakespearean in this story, look elsewhere. This is a tale of madness, of staring at the soul of death, and never returning. Once upon a time, a young man worked at a junkyard. The man was quiet, kept to himself, just wanted to avoid trouble. While the boss dealt with clients, the young man operated the crusher, turning old cars into cubes of twisted metal. One day, right before crushing a car, he noticed something. Blood. Drip, drip, dripping from the trunk. He opened it and found a frightened stranger, bound and gagged. The young man reeled. Was he about to accidentally murder this stranger? How could this have happened? He freed the stranger, who ran off into the waiting arms of the boss, the owner of the junkyard. Before his shaken employee could tell him about the mistake they nearly made, the boss took out a knife and swiftly slit the stranger's throat. The young man fell to his knees, unable to comprehend what was happening. As he stared at the ground, too shocked to cry, the boss approached him. What did you do? He asked the boss. I did your job for you. What do you mean? That's not my job. My job is to crush the cars. The boss let out a miserable scoff, his face contorting in evil disdain for the pathetic wretch in front of him. Why do you think we're crushing these cars? To save space? Who do you think my clients are? I don't know, mumbled the young man. Yes, you do, screamed the boss. Deep down, you've always known what was happening here. You just didn't want to admit it to yourself. Your hands aren't clean. My clients give me money and I take care of their problems, eliminate their witnesses, tie up their loose ends. Or actually, you do. No, the young man whimpered as the boss towered above him. Yes, you're nothing more than an executioner, and you've reaped hundreds of souls. The young man's body shook with soft spasms as he tried to stop crying. It was then the boss started laughing that it happened. It was when the boss started laughing that it happened. Something in the young man changed. He stood up, now taller than the boss. A faint glimmer of fear overtook the snarl on the older man's face. The young man's face was empty. As he grabbed the boss's throat and dragged him to the car and the crusher. Empty as he picked up the boss and stuffed him inside. Empty as he slammed the trunk down on him, its stupid fat head sticking out, begging for mercy. Empty as he started the machine, staring at the boss and its sniveling, crying, wet face. Empty as he grabbed the boss's head, dug his fingers in farther, piercing the skin. Empty as he squeezed and pulled, empty as he heard bones popping and snapping. But when the boss's head, still attached to his spine, pulled cleanly out of its disgusting sack of a body, he smiled. Wraith stares back into the eye sockets of his skull. It doesn't matter how good you are, how innocent, how kind, how full of love you once were. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. An awkward silence falls upon the room, until... Ask about the story? That poor young man. I wondered what happened to him. Oh yeah. We may never know. Well, wherever he is, I hope he's okay. I can't tell, but I think Wraith just smiled. Sorry, it's weird to see him do it. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all about 7 seconds because Trickster... Nope. 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 No distractions. Hey, I'm probably not making a great impression, because, I guess that's not really my thing. I just know that if you got to know me, then, look, the others aren't around, and I really hate the fire pit. I just kind of hate fire in general, and maybe we could go back to the pool, and I don't know, whatever, you know?
A dip in the pool with the Ray? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk that I'm sure you didn't skip through.
You and your storyteller friends slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Hey, do you remember my story? You mean the one you just told, like a minute ago? Yeah. Yes? Did you, what did you think of the young man in the story? Do you think he's weird? I would forgive him. What happened to him would make anyone snap. And who knows what happened in his past to lead him to that point. He was just trying to be good. Yes, that's all he wanted, was to be good. Well, that makes sense. Did the man remind you of anyone? Yes. It's you. It's clearly you. What? No, You're carrying around the guy's skull and spine with you right now. Wraith looks at Azerov's skull, then out into the middle distance. A long silence ensues. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly. Is it cold in this water now, or is it just me? I feel like my toes are turning into ice cubes. Wraith seizes up and squeezes his eyes shut. Please, I can't be around any cube talk. Not since, I heard that story from somebody else a long time ago. The story you just told us 2 minutes ago. Exactly. The one that wasn't about me. Usually we'd be nervous that we're about to make things awkward when we barge in. But obviously we couldn't hold a candle to whatever was happening here tonight. Either way, it's time for bed. For you, but not us. After you go to sleep, that's when we party. After spending all day cooped up in those tight little safari-themed resort uniforms, you just know those two rage late into the night. But you're not here to party with them. You've got your own repressed relationships to tend to. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Wraith's story about the young man who found out he was part of a sinister plot. What don't you know about your current situation? Is it something that will terrify you? Something that will make you snap? What if you look into the eyes of evil? And what if you like it? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive, their now familiar creepy smile stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations, blah 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 blah. Perhaps the music will put you at ease? Sure. Yes, yes, yes. Boom. Okay. Let's turn it off. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon by your side? Gee, I wonder. Wraith, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. I can't really sleep. Oh, that happens to me a lot. Okay, don't laugh. Promise? I promise. I guess my secret to falling asleep is listening to the sounds of bells or chimes. Think of it, honestly, same. The best sleep I ever have is listening to some kind of noise, which usually varies. Like sometimes it's rainfall or storm noises. Sometimes it's like a river or, whatever. Think of it as white noise to drown out anything you might be hearing that's keeping you up. Like what, Wraith? Like those distant screams we can all hear coming from beyond the mountain? If that's, a bit morbid, I guess you could hold on to this chess piece of mine. Oh. It's a knight. They're brave, like I wish I were. And the horsey is cute. He likes cute animals. Ah! You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. Yeah. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Huntress is rifling through your pockets. Oh, you're awake! I wasn't stealing from you. Merely trying to get to know you better by seeing what sort of trinkets you keep close. I saw you with Wraith right before bedtime. Look, I'm not saying I don't trust them, but, well, yes, I am saying that. I don't trust anyone I don't already have tied up, so I was making sure they didn't do anything fishy. And I was making sure you're not a soldier. Soldiers killed my father, you know. And while I've got you, you should really consider spending some more time with me. I'm not scary. You're not? Not at all. I'm just a lost girl on a big island. I've been watching you since you got here, you know. Not in a creepy way. Huntress pauses for a long moment. All right, in a charmingly creepy way. I've noticed how fun-loving you seem. If you spend some time with me tomorrow, maybe I'll take you to this special place I found. It's all mine. None of these other killers have been able to find me there. It's quiet and isolated. Maybe I'll even show you how to make beef stroganoff. Oh yeah, I gave her a Russian accent before, didn't I? Why do I keep forgetting she's Russian? Oh well. That all sounds very enticing. I'll let you get back to bed. It's been a long day. Shh. Huntress places a gigantic hand on your forehead and your eyes flutter closed. Finally alone for real this time. Maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh yeah, it's a reality show confessional room. I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own. I don't have mommy issues at all. Something about this newcomer makes me think I might be missing out on life. There's always time to turn things around. Cool! Yeah! I don't care enough to kill this person, but if anyone else wants to, I don't care enough to stop them. Might just have to kill Dwight to feel anything again. He used his real name. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really, invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes. Or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. Oh, I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? You got it, bestie. Have you ever felt absolutely nothing inside? It's fine. You open your eyes, the sun is shining, there's not a cloud in the sky, you feel great, totally well rested. Yeah, we've been through all this. Nope, not getting distracted. Not getting distracted by K-pop daddy abs. I can't imagine you could make me any angrier today than you did yesterday, but I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated, anyone see where I left my cleaver? Haha, just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast. Nope, now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. This island is treacherous. I don't know what the newcomer thinks they're doing here, but it certainly isn't helping any of us. Whoa, Huntress pretends to be all independent girl boss, but is she secretly kind of miffed you and her aren't getting along? Listen, Trapper, Huntress, y'all had your time to shine. It's over. Ah, well, that surely must be it. No one else would really stand up during breakfast to... And just like that, here comes Spirit. If I look especially well rested this morning, it's not because I slept well. As you know, I'm much too dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again, but because you all really left me alone yesterday to be my best non-constantly annoyed self, and I thank you for that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all, while looking cute doing so. Oh, yes you do, baby. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. That's our boy! Ah, perfect, there he is. Take us home, Wraith! There may be something off about this island, but it's doing wonders for you. I meant... you look well rested. Like, you just got some good sleep and, oh, good lord, never mind. Now the guy's gone, blah, 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 blah. Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Oh, it's Ray! That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. Hi. Sorry if this is, too forward, but, do you want to get out of here? I know a place that's kind of, it's got, well, it's hard to explain. Actually, it's kind of weird. You know what, if you want to go somewhere else with someone else, I totally understand. But if you want to see something weird and interesting, let me know, I guess. You've been around Wraith long enough to realize that this rambling speech was actually him being incredibly brave and asking you out. But before you can decide if you want to go off with Wraith, the Huntress interjects. Hey, just wanted to give you a chance to head out with me to a cute beach house instead of wherever this guy is going to take you. He'll probably read you some poetry and force you to learn about Petrov's chest defense. I mean, if you want to learn about some other Russian moves, I got you covered. Does she mean... If so, we've already been there, done that, literally and figuratively. I'm talking about Barinya. Sure. I keep forgetting. I always give her a Russian accent, and then it just drops off immediately because for some reason I keep forgetting she's Russian. The traditional Russian folk dance. You all have your minds in the gutter. And if I'm honest, I love it. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, But you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Oh gosh. Sorry, this island really got me tilted. So who will it be? Gee, I wonder. I gotta go with Wraith. Ellipses. Not the ellipses! Wraith? Yes? I picked you. Sorry, I stopped paying attention, and then I thought I was hallucinating, and now, really? Yes, really. Cool. He is so precious. Here's my island hangout. This is what I call the cosmic dump. I know, it's one of those first draft gonna change it later names that just kinda sticks. Oh, I have been there, my man, you have no idea. Dump is being kind. It's a massive collection of seemingly ancient ruins that simultaneously appear to have been recently abandoned, and a little beat up. There are stone obelisks, strange carvings, ritual tables. Is that a car? That is a car. It's pretty weird. I don't know why I'm giving him like a stoner type voice. I was kind of torn between stoner and like a really nerdy Urkel type voice, but then I gave that one to Dwight. So I'm kind of sticking with the stoner voice. Like a collection of things from different, I don't know, places? You look around in awe, then look at Wraith, expecting more of an explanation. There is a very long, very awkward pause. Break the silence? So, what's your, just as you decided to talk, Wraith also worked with the courage to say something. How adorably awkward. You both stop talking, wait a second, then start talking again at the same time. This is hard to watch. Oh no. Next thing you know, you both start nervously laughing about how awkward this is. Wraith finally makes eye contact with you. And after what seems like an eternity, Wraith finally manages an entire sentence. So, do you, what brings you to the island? I have no idea, I just woke up here. An honest answer. Wraith lights up, the most excited you've seen him. Me neither! And that's all he's got for you. This guy is a hard nut to crack. Oh boy, you're telling me. Wraith looks at you with his always sad puppy dog eyes, searching for something to say, anything to talk about. He clears his throat. You remember my bell? I showed it to you yesterday. Of course. Wraith pulls it out. The bell, you perv! Listen, we'll get there. Probably more day 3 type activities. Yeah, right there. Well, I just think it's really nice you picked me to hang out with, and, Wraith gives it to you? The bell! He gives you the bell! Get your mind out of the gutter, Jesus. I want you to have it, please. Take care of it. You know how much it means to me. I promise I'll take good care of it. This is the sweetest gift. Wraith smiles, but even when smiling, his eyes seem sad. Your smile back, knowing... Nobody spell check this. You... We'll just cover up that R. Smile back, knowing what a gift he's just given you. I mean, it's kind of shitty because you can't really do anything with it, but it means a lot. Thought that counts. Not to you, though. To someone else. Still, cool gift. You both search for something to say. Anything to talk about. During the awkward silence, you look around the dump, spotting some kind of ritual table stained with blood and littered with various bottles. Nearby is what looks like some dangerous potions. What was this ancient cult up to? Looking to shake up this date? Is this a date? Yikes. Anyways, looking to shake it up, you approach the potions and pick up the fanciest ones. So what will we do next? Mix those potions! You take the potions and start mixing them. Wraith will probably like a science lesson, right? Your new mixture starts to smoke as Wraith's eyes go wild. The glass explodes, taking out the other bottles in a domino effect of highly poisonous liquid and tiny sharp shrapnel. Wraith runs in front of you and shields you from the explosion! Wow, you certainly know how to, make sparks fly. Whoa, Wraith with a double entendre. Kinda lame, but I'll take it. Wraith nervously smiles. He's endearingly awkward. So, I guess, tell me about your family. I remember my grandmama. Remember my grandmother. Not much, but she had the certain smell that always made me feel safe. If it's possible for inky blackness to sparkle, it happens in Wraith's eyes. I remember my grandmother too. How she kept me safe. The wrinkles in her hands as she held on to me for dear life. I have no idea what his voice is morphing into. How she soothed me during... Wraith's eyes water as he trails off. Grandmothers are the best of us. I'm glad we share that bond. The sexual tension in the air is palpable. Or maybe it's just regular tension. Hard to tell with this guy. You look around for anything to distract you. What's this table for? The ritual table? I do have some questions about that. You look at the ritual table again. It's beaten up with a giant hole in it. You look back at Wraith. Smile? You smile at Wraith. Know any rituals we could do on this table? You wink. Nice touch. Wraith blushes and stammers and looks away, smiling. Nice. Wait, hold on. I could do that better. Really. Nope. No. I will get this. Close enough. Yes, narrators can narrate using emojis. Wraith looks intently at the table. What's he thinking about? Probably something deep and philosophical, intense, sad, something about the inherent nothingness. Want to play cornhole? This boy is so precious. Oh my god. Sure. The hole in the table makes a great target. Here, we can use these skulls I found laying around. Well, this is definitely a more fun date activity. It's easy, just stand back and, toss them into the hole. Don't worry if you miss. There are lots more skulls around. I have some questions. Like, where did the skulls come from? You know what? Maybe I don't want to know. Maybe some things are not meant to be known. Uh-huh, yeah. Oh dear, okay, here we go. Huh! Perfect! Yeah, we're doing so good. Huh! I still need to make the noise every time I hit the button. Huh! And... Huh! Ooh, I'm doing so good. I'm a professional gamer. Huh! Okay, maybe not. You know what? It could have been worse. I'm doing very okay. Don't worry. Nobody wins everything all the time. Winning any time is actually pretty cool. I've played this hundreds of times and never gotten them all. I'm just glad to have someone else to play with. You feel like you're finally warming up Wraith, so you unleash the big guns? You want to play Truth or Dare? I think Biscuit objects. Wraith looks mortified, but tries to keep it together. Maybe this is progress? I guess so. But only if I can ask first. Deal. Truth or Dare? What do we do? What do we do? Truth or Dare? Truth or Dare? What do we do? Y'all give me an answer quick. Otherwise, I'm gonna literally do a coin flip, because I don't know what to do. Flip a coin. I'll be doing Dare. I'll take a Dare, why not? I dare you to tell me, if you were a plant, what kind of plant would you be? This sounds like a truth. Great question. Wraith smiles. You're such a kiss ass. Cactus? I got some of those in my front yard. A true survivor, prickly on the outside but warm on the inside. You can be alone and thrive in any climate. Damn, good answer. Okay. Dare. Well, we know he doesn't like taking off his shirt, so that's a big no-no. Show me something. Maybe show me a little. No, we're not there yet. Show me something. Show me something you'd never show anyone else. Well, you're about to see something many other people have seen. Wraith looking incredibly uncomfortable. I'm sorry, that's a bad dare, too vague. It's just Truth or Dare makes me feel... Thank you for being patient with me. I need to try to be more open with people. Starting now. Wraith clears his throat. In that way, a lazy rider would make him do if they wanted to signify... I can't speak today. In that way, a lazy rider would make him do if they wanted to signify something important and different was coming up. Let's see if we are right. Do you have my bell? I want to show you something. We were right. Take a drink. I mean, they told me to. Is this not a drinking game? Damn, missed opportunity. Of course I have it. You literally just gave it to me. You reach for it. But it's gone? Wraith furrows his brow. I swear I had it. I don't know what could have happened. We'll need to find it. But Claudette and Dwight burst in and interrupt. Seems like they have a very dramatic announcement. We have a very dramatic announcement! See? Told you so. But it needs to take place at the beach. Uh-oh. This is where a killer tries to persuade us to stray from our current lover, I think. You arrive at the beach, but something feels off. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you feel uneasy and cold. And here's why. A spirit appears as if from nowhere. Hey, bet you didn't expect this hot piece of sass. What, goth girlfriends can't make silly, sexy puns from time to time? Dwight and Claudette scram. Yeah, I used these two simpletons to dupe you. You're easy to dupe, maybe because deep down you wanted to be duped. There's no way Wraith can be keeping you happy. Spirit's unusual, disaffected nature has given way to some combination of disgusted and desperation. And it's kind of working? Wraith's a fake. He's not even a real ghost. He only pretends he doesn't want people to care about him, but really, That's all he wants, and he wants it more than anything. Okay, if this is trying to persuade me to stop romancing him, you're doing kind of a bad job. Can you imagine wanting something? So cringe. I bet he won't even tell you his theory behind this island. What a fake. You deserve to be with someone real. A real ghost. Someone who really doesn't give a shit. Someone who doesn't care if you say yes or no to me. You're a hypocrite. What a hypocrite. If you really don't care, why did you go through all the trouble to win me over? You storm off back to Wraith. As you walk away, Spirit mutters something under her breath. Knowing her, it's almost certainly about revenge. Ooh, oh boy. You came back. No one ever comes back. Wraith is shook. Are those tears welling up in his eyes? Oh. You can't tell because he looks away. There's a sniffle, and he looks back at you, beaming. I want to show you something. You follow Wraith to the corner of the ruins you haven't seen. He brushes aside some dead leaves and branches, revealing a hatch in the ground. Floor door! Want to do the honors? You open the hatch with some effort and lower yourself into a long tunnel, grabbing onto a rusty ladder and beginning your descent. Be careful. You descend into a spooky, dimly lit room. It looks like an ancient ritual chamber with torches, tapestries, engraved skulls, and animal remains. On one end is a set of intricately carved locks and cuff mechanisms on the wall. A torture area? I mean, if you're into that kind of thing. On the other side is a table with potions, books, and maps. Let's look at the map. You unfurled one of the larger rolled-up pieces of canvas, revealing a detailed map of the island. It's all here. Trapper's Cave, Spirit's Lighthouse, Huntress's Cabin. All the common areas. Even IP Island up in the corner with little hearts drawn around it. I've figured out the layout of the entire island. I need to know what it is I'm trying to escape from. Okay. Let's look at the book. You pick up one of the larger leather-bound books and Wraith walks over, opening to a specific page. You see incantation symbols, a drawing of the someone chained to the wall. A different language you can't read, except for the words Cult of the Black Veil. Conveniently, those words are in exactly the language you can read. From everything I've found, I think the ruins are of an ancient cult. They seem to be devoted to some type of sentient evil. I think they used this island, or maybe the person they worshipped did, and I think they used this ritual site to travel to and from the island. I think they sacrificed people on this torture wall in order to open some portal out of here. Alright, now we look at the wall. You walk over to the wall and examine the chains and locks. It looks like some kind of torture wall. Wow, what happened to people here? Did they keep prisoners? It looks like they were tortured, but from what I've been able to dig up, it was something more. Ritualistic, serving a larger purpose. I have reason to believe those prisoners weren't alive for long. Do you think the Cult of the Black Veil is still around? Are we in danger? I don't know. Maybe. But I have a plan. All we need... And right as you're finally about to get some of that sweet, sweet information you've been lusting after, Claudette and Dwight pop in again. This time, they swear it's a good reason. I promise we're not being manipulated this time. Honest! It's time for dinner, you silly gooses. Come get some food. Dwight, for the last time, the plural of goose is geese. Sorry, I keep forgetting. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you are really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing, it's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on screen at the same time. With your love on the line, everyone's being difficult not to offend you. Congrats on getting this far, by the way, especially on an island full of killers. However, since Trapper seems like the biggest longshot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. If I'm dining solo, I'm eating what I want, and you're all eating it too. Lamb shank. Rare. Salt, pepper, no sauces allowed, and serve it with one single piece of broccoli so Wraith won't complain. I like broccoli. Gives me horrible gas. Oh, I don't like that. Buddy, wait till you smell what rare lamb does to my bowels. It's awesome. Dinner will be served shortly. But shortly? But certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little, and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not an option. Say you had a great time. Wraith likely does not want us to delve into details. It was a blast! We had a great time and played cornhole. I won't tell you who won, but we both did, in a way. Everyone rolls their eyes. Talk about sexy. No, really, if you're gonna tell us a story, talk about something sexy instead of whatever that was. Wraith smiles. You're strangely good at getting him to do that. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh, no, wait, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Everyone, if you would be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we appreciate it. Story time, story time, story time, story time. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes. Because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin and waiting for the other killers to take their place. Gee, I wonder who will tell a story today. Fine. Oh. I guess fine, I'll tell a story? Let's pick romance. I'm telling a romantic story. About two lovers who take poison together and die foaming at the mouth? Or about two strong hunters who meet when they... I almost forgot about the Russian again. When they both try to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine. Listen, okay, I know my Russian accent is not good, but I'm trying to stay at least a little consistent. Not quite. It's about my parents. Yes, now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit, except for Trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on headphones to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. Yeah, it was bad. So we need to pick someone else. Gosh, goodness golly gee whiz, we're gonna pick Wraith. Well, I guess if you want, let's see. What story could I tell? I could tell you one about Mammy Wata. Is it Mammy or Mommy Wata? Let's go with Mammy. Because I think if I... Yeah, that's probably Mammy Wata. A beautiful African sea goddess who would lure men in with sex and then reveal her true form as half woman, half fish, making them swear to be true to her and no one else. Long story short, it usually ended bad for the men. Which is the end of that story, I guess? My bad. Let's see. There's this one about the mysterious cult that would demand a human sacrifice to, no, that's no good. You don't want to hear that one. There's the living tree. Its branches were more like tentacles, and it oozed a strange liquid from its bark. One time, a girl I knew drank the liquid. She disappeared that night, but a week later, a new tree appeared. It had a very familiar-looking face etched into the bark. No, that's a bad story. That could never happen. What about something truly horrifying? One time I was doing my maths and I mixed up the quadratic equation and Pythagorean theorem. Treacherous. I can never recover from such horrors. Just for a second, in my mind, I guess I was tired, but wow, that was really scary. I want to hear more about the half-fish lady, particularly the fish part. It's not just you. Half the time I have no idea what the hell Trapper is talking about either. When you're hot and rich and extremely scary, you start to think people will just accept whatever you say. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. Yeah. Y'all talk about sequels every damn time. We could delete any sequel from existence. Don't answer that. You don't care. Okay. Sure, you don't have to say the wink part out loud. Did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. Things that are lit. It's enough that these activities be set next to a little fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? We turned and ran as far away from this place as we could. Just you and me. Okay. Gee, I wonder who we're gonna spend time with. It is quite a mystery. Wraith. I knew you'd never pick me. Who am I kidding? But I did pick you. Wraith immediately turns and runs away. It's not like he didn't tell you what you were getting into. Well, follow him. We going back to the pool? You catch up to Wraith, and as usual, he appears to be a little anxious. Mood. Let's ask what's wrong. Hey, you seem a little off. Just turn, but what's wrong? Wraith stops and tries not to look at you. After a moment, he relaxes. You can tell, huh? You must be getting to know me pretty well. There's that big sigh again. Sorry, sometimes I too get in my head. You nod understandingly. Well, maybe there's some way we can get you out of there. I wish. Suggest throwing a frisbee. Like silly, beachy backyard games. We're on the beach, we could throw around a frisbee. Well, it's dark and I don't really like sports. It's like you know nothing about him. Disappointing. But who knows? Maybe it'll work. Wraith grabs the frisbee. Where did we get a frisbee? Looks at it like it's a moon rock or something, then tosses an absolute bullet right at you. You're so shocked. Wow, okay, this music is going real hard. You're shocked at how absolutely sick that throw was, bro. This dude can really handle. In fact, you're so shocked you duck out of the way of the incoming disc instead of catching it. I thought you weren't good at this. Oh, well, it's really just the bit. I'm gonna butcher the shit out of this. The Bernoulli principle? Totally right. the gyroscopic inertia of a spinning disc. What a nerd. He talks at you for about 5 minutes before running out of steam and realizing you haven't walked off like any normal sane person would have. Good thing I'm not normal or sane. Want to throw the frisbee back? I guess so. Suddenly nervous, you clutch the frisbee in more or less the same way Wraith just taught you about. You aim and fire. It wobbles a little bit and sails away from Wraith before catching the breeze and sailing perfectly into his outstretched hand. I crushed it! Uh-oh. Wraith starts to tremble. Crush? No, never again. Can't crush. Oh. Our poor boy, let's give him a hug. You envelop him in a wordless hug. Sometimes silence is the best thing, you know. I wish Trapper understood that. Wraith eventually calms down, still looking away. Thank you. Sorry, You don't need to apologize or explain. Wraith turns to you, smiling sheepishly. Wow, this day went by so fast, but guess it's over. I don't understand. Why is it... You strange, beautiful weirdo? Okay. Gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Now we get to have our elimination round. What are we doing for a date, Wraith? Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer to just tell Leah privately. I don't know how that's gonna work in these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it? Wraith considers this for a moment. For a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow, we have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. He told us this when we were romancing Trapper, didn't he? So, like, really, no matter what, he just is nice to us all the time. It's going to be really special, the kind of thing where we will really bond and maybe finally get off this island. And maybe then we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. And time's up, everyone. Oh gosh, oh goodness me, I wonder which I'm gonna pick. But it's time to eliminate somebody because we're pretending like this is the fucking Bachelor. Who are we gonna eliminate? I'm gonna say... Huntress. I hate to get rid of anyone, mostly because you all scare me so much, but also because it just doesn't seem fair. But life's not fair, is it? With her strong arms that could probably hurl me back to the mainland, a face no one has ever seen, a tragic backstory she loves to bring up whenever there's a break in conversation. Huntress, I'm describing you. This hurts, but I have to eliminate you. Phew, honestly... Oh, I'm always forgetting the accent. Honestly, this is a bit of a relief for me. I don't have to constantly try to impress you. It's been exhausting. My vaguely Russian-ish, almost, accent. Tonight, this fancy attire is coming off and the sweatpants are going on. Tomorrow, I think I'll stand in the ocean and catch salmon with my bare hands. Yeah, I said bare hands. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. Don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind. Because, of course, then they'll be receiving a consolation prize. Oh, yeah. Oh. That trickster body pillow. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try to stab you. Uh-huh. Dwight tested, Claudette approved, blah, 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 blah. Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination. Didn't even know that was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. Huntress's eyes are filled with anguish. The bunny ears on her mask have drooped. I thought she was happy. It is as I feared. I am a wild animal, an unlovable beast of the forest. I shall diminish and go into the east and remain the huntress. I thought Spirit was the emo one. I don't remember the last time I felt this nervous, excited. Chemically, those two feelings are very similar, but, I don't know. Leah's really great. What else do you want me to say? How would I say things are going? It's a matter of perspective. If Leah's goal is to impress me, things are going poorly. But if Leah's goal is to get themselves killed, they're doing an amazing job. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Especially because I got eliminated last time, but it's fine. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. Am I projecting and totally lying to cover up my true emotions? You bet your ass. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. What? No, you're not part of this. Nope. Shoo. Not getting distracted by K-pop daddy apps. Not today. Not today. I say nay. You make your way over to the row of hotties, Claudette and Dwight standing off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite a 48 hours. Sparks are in the air. We need to confess our love. We need to do the flower thing that's totally not at all a ripoff of The Bachelor. Great. Wonderful. Lovely. Who are we gonna pick, G? I wonder. We're gonna pick Wraith. You turn to Wraith and let out a sigh. Wow, are you becoming more like him? Wraith, since I got to this island, I've been drawn to your quiet nature, your unassuming good looks, the nervous energy you bring to every situation. Mood. No matter how normal and mundane. I love the way your brain works, I love the way your body moves, and I love how we are together. Oh, look at that smile! How can you not fall for that? Wraith looks like he just watched the Earth explode from an orbiting space shuttle. Huh. Is that good? Is that a good thing? His mouth hangs open a little, his eyebrows twitch. No one can tell if he's too excited to process or partially dead. Probably both. Potato, tomato. Got anything to say, Wraith? Ellipses. Sounds about right. Okay. As you board the yacht, Wraith is unsurprisingly quiet, but the awkward vibes are down by about 60%. Good job, I guess. It was nice of Trapper to volunteer his yacht for the start of this day-long date, but a bit dismissive of him to say that you two were so boring that the yacht itself wouldn't even notice you were there? What would he know about fun anyway? He wears an old-timey one-piece bathing suit like the strong man from some bygone carnival. Come to think of it, that actually is a little fun. Wraith just has a regular old button-up shirt and shorts on, but it's okay, we still love him. No! Now's not the time to think about Trapper and the way his vintage singlet hugs his curves just right. That's what he wants. Classic Trapper trap. We already romanced Trapper in a previous lifetime. He's had his turn. You're here with Wraith, remember? Who you chose for some very good reasons you must have, I'm sure. Okay, listen, I'm pretty sure no matter who we choose, the narrator gets really judgy. And I gotta say, I'm not thrilled about that. I mean, these are my options. Let me live my life. Let me choose who I'm gonna choose. Like, the options are limited. So just, one of them's gotta be picked. You cast all other thoughts out of your mind and stand at the edge of the deck, looking out at the ocean, wondering what's out there. Where you even are. Are we gonna have like a Titanic, I'm flying moment? Oh, I hope so. Even if we can't specifically reference it, because copyright. The gentle rocking of the waves feels comforting as you turn to face your paramour. Wraith can barely look at you. Is it nerves or something else? I can't believe after spending so much time with me, you'd still want to do it more. I'm only going to disappoint you. Oh, my sweet baby, you could never disappoint me. Well, we'll see about that. We still have a full day ahead of us. Speaking of which, what exactly do you have planned for me today? Before we get into that, I need to tell you something. It's about me, but ultimately, more about you. It's not me, it's you. We've spent a lot of time together. You know me pretty well. You know how easily I get flustered, how introverted and in my head I am. That's why we relate so much. You know I'm awkward around other people, triggered by the sight or talk of money, weird about intimacy. But you are incredible and kind and patient. You've put up with my quirks, and after spending so much time with you, I feel like I've changed. Something about you puts me at ease. I feel different. Stop, I'm gonna cry. And that's good. I had to change in order to spend this day with you the way I want. Because almost there. You still can't say it. That's okay, though. You smile at him warmly. See? There it is. You always know how to comfort me. I haven't had that in a long time. Stop! Why is he so sweet? I can't handle this. Anyone I've been close to has abandoned me, usually against their will, but it still hurts. So why bother trying to connect with anyone? They're just going to be brutally murdered while I watch or overhear or sleep through it. You put your hand on his shoulder. All I want is someone to love, a family to care for, not touched by evil or greed or power. A small house in the middle of nowhere, never bothered by anyone. You're the first person in forever. For the first time in forever that I've ever felt I could see a future with. Wraith holds up Azerov's skull, huh? A story about the man who pulled out his boss's skull and spine. That was about me. Oh my goodness! Gasp! Shock! Horror! This is totally new and unexpected information! Wow! You almost tell him that you know, everyone knows, but decide against it. Too long I've been attached to Azerov's skull. I have let it define me. No more. Wraith tosses the skull into the water. My sweet baby boy, he really is growing and changing. As he watches it sink, you notice a gold coin on the ground that dislodged from it. You know how Wraith is with gold coins. What do? Let's pick up that coin. Pick that up coin. Okay. Nobody proofread this. Good call. Never know when this might come in handy. Wraith turns to you smiling. He seems like a new man. Let's go back to the dump. What a romantic sentence to start this day with. Oh boy. As you walk into the cosmic dump, Wraith oozes nervous excitement. Oh gosh, do I have something incredible planned for tonight? Or are we gonna bound chicka wow wow? He even tries to wink. It's kind of grotesque, but hey, this sad boy is finally opening up. Hey, some people actually can't wink. They can't do that. Like, they literally just blink. They can't only do one eye at a time. They can only do both. Maybe he's one of those people. He pulls out some lotions and oils. Oh, my baby bing bong. Oh, we already getting down to it, huh? Oh, shit. You ready? Oh, you bet. Oh, hell yeah. That's odd. What's wrong? No, it's just you're holding the skull again. You just made a whole big thing about how you feel like you've changed and you're not defined by it and you threw it away? Yeah, I did. Azerov was terrible and I am no longer using his skull as my security blanket. But This is his brother Paul, also a really bad guy I took care of. I get the feeling that they didn't want to just draw up new art. Like they have the scenes of him holding the skull. And they gotta keep using them. Okay. I have 20 of these things. All real bad guys. Oh, well, I guess you can't really change some people. Anyways, back to our exciting night to end all nights. I'll stay here and prepare. If you want to go find my bell. Ooh. He takes a step closer and whispers. Then when you come... I can't. Then when you come back, we can ring it.
Oh no, he's hot!
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, the innuendo. What does that even mean? I don't know, but it seems very exciting. And look what you've done to this anxious shy boy. He's losing his inhibitions. Maybe soon he'll be losing his clothes. To get there, though, you have to find the bell. It's gotta be somewhere on this island, right? Oh my god, my eyes are leaking. Oh, Sandy, the TV's leaking. Where do you start looking? Oh shit. Okay, well, we might as well go down in order. I suppose I could check out that creepy black lighthouse on the edge of the island. Lighthouses usually only have one big room at the top. Should be easy enough to search. You turn to leave and catch Wraith winking at you again as you exit. You know what? Maybe that wasn't a wink at all. Maybe some of the mud he uses to cover up his face is probably dripping while he sweats anxiously. Oh, he's covered in mud? I really should read up on some of these lores. You arrive at the Black Lighthouse, optimistic and full of purpose. You don't see a bell anywhere. Spirit! Hello? Nothing. She's nowhere to be found. Let's be honest, her heart was never really in this process, was it? You start poking around, wondering if Spirit took the bell and hid it somewhere around here. I should be mad. I should be mad. Oh, hey, hot stuff. You turn to see Trickster, casually posed, light reflecting off of his perfect skin, all of his too many abs glistening perfectly. Doing some snooping. Looking for Spirit. Me too, actually. We were gonna do face masks. Masks? Masks. English is hard. And I told her I'd show her around my stage over on IP Island. It's tight. All the killers we couldn't clear to be in this game are hanging out over there, just out of view and any interested party's lawyers. Having a blast, doing shots, making content. Oh my dude, you have got to meet my good friend. Nope! Stop right there. Not getting sued over a dating sim. I feel that. Listen, I'm trying not to be distracted by K-pop daddy abs. Have you seen Wraith's bell anywhere? I'm not gonna lie to you, friend. I have no idea what you're talking about. But, you wanna maybe hop over to the other island? Check out my stage? No! 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 No, no, no. No. Absolutely not. I'm on a mission! Jonas, no! Not today! Not today! Trickster shrugs. Guess we're all on our own journey till we meet again. Listen, I promise we will get the Secret Trickster ending at some point. But the Secret Trickster ending fucks up my save files. We're gonna wait. Patience. All good things to those who wait and all that bullshit. As Trickster vanishes, you ponder your next move. And I'm left wondering, who just said no to checking out the sexy pop star special hideaway? Listen! Listen! I will not be judged, okay? I am loyal to Wraith for today until we finish with him and then move on to the next person, all right? Listen, I'm so upset. I'm spitting. Listen, I will not be judged right now. So where to next? Trapper's Cave, sure. Maybe Trapper's Cave? At least I know to look out for, well, traps. With that in mind, I'm sure I can get in and out safely and find that bell. Oh dear. Wow, this game sure is much bigger than you thought, huh? Might need to replay it a couple times to really be able to grasp how much work was put into it. Didn't put enough work in a spell check, but, you know, it's okay. You enter Trapper's Cave tentatively. He is called Trapper. It stands to reason there may be some traps. Okay, I want to try something. Let me save. In a new save file. Illuminated in a deep blue cave is home to a pool of water that shimmers and shines. You find yourself hoping Wraith's bell isn't in there. You hear a voice from behind a pile of rocks, like a feeble old man calling for help. We know who this is. Let's investigate the voice. You step in front of a large pile of rocks at the mouth of a tunnel. Nothing you could hope to move, but someone much larger could probably toss them aside with ease. A frail voice calls out, "Hello? Who's there? Can you help me?" "Hold on, I'm coming!" Desperate to help you push against the rocks with all your might. Dislodging one near the top, it rolls off and kills you. Probably should have seen that coming. Trapper's Cave, if it isn't the set of your average teen mystery. It's a secret lair of a trap-laying killer. Duh. Hey, we got deaded. Nice. Yeah, this time, let's just have a look around the cave. You ignore the voice and look around the cave because you have a job to do. Hey, maybe play this again to find out who the voice belongs to. Oh, gee golly, I wonder. Just saying, could be fun. Oh, what's this? You found a gold coin. Let's take it. Sure, nothing can go wrong with this, I'm certain. Seems like a good choice. Ooh, there's something else shiny next to it. Is it the bell? Then again, this is Trapper's Cave. Trapper, you know him, the trap guy. The guy who loves to leave traps. Yeah, let's quit while we're ahead. A hulking shadow falls over you. You turn to see Trapper. Ooh. Smart, that was a bear trap. Oh, smart, that was a bear trap. I'm forgetting everybody's voices. He raises his cleaver. Give me one reason I shouldn't do this. Let's tell him we're pranking Wraith. It's a long story, but I'm basically running a long con on Wraith. I'll break his heart later, but for now I need to find his bell. Trapper lowers his cleaver and smiles. Now you're speaking my language. Bell, huh? I think Huntress may know something. Or maybe Spirit has some idea. I don't know. If I'm being totally honest, I've already stopped caring. Well, Huntress is gone. Now get out. So where to next? Oh gosh, I wonder. I have a good feeling about Huntress's cabin. That's all, folks. I love a cabin in the woods. Great things are always happening at those. People are walking into them and back out of them unscathed all the time. Well, it's as if this is your chance to visit and admire some of the locations you may not have visited already because some of the choices you specifically made. What a great opportunity. Okay. I mean, she's not here, right? Or when we eliminated her, does that just send her here? You enter Huntress's cabin and relax. It's disarmingly cozy, with a warm, quirky vibe. You feel like you could live here if a kooky killer didn't already. You spot something shiny. Is it the bell? You reach out for it, but you're tackled from behind. It's Huntress. She holds an axe to your throat. I found you, and now I get to kill you. Say you're pranking Wraith again? I'm running a very complicated long con on Wraith. I'm trying to find his bell so he can do something, I don't know, but I'll probably use it to play a joke on him instead. Huntress's eyes sparkle. This sounds like a fun game. Want to play another one? Sure. Great, I've got the perfect game in mind. Hide and seek, bet you can't find me. Ready or not, here I come. Okay. I guess we're doing the hide and seek. What? Okay. Ha! So we're doing very slowly worse at this. Ha! Okay. Oh god. Oh, fuck off. Oh shit. Not bad. I thought the whole reason we eliminated him so we didn't have to do this shit. Teehee, you're silly. If this was real hide and seek, you'd be dead by now. But this doesn't change anything. What do you mean? I'm still mad you broke into my house, which is too bad because maybe I do know something about the bill. I'll tell you later. We'll see. Huntress goes into another room and you realize you're not going to get anything else here. Except possibly killed. I've got bad news for you. You've already searched the spots that Spirit and Trapper hang out at. You even checked out Trickster's stage. Did we? I thought we specifically declined that. Would have been nice if an actual concert was going on, but maybe in the sequel? And now you've also searched Huntress's cabin too and managed to not get yourself skinned. However, just having your skin as remarkably sun-kissed as it is, isn't as good as having your skin and Wraith spell. Looks like you're just going to have to admit defeat on this one and head back to Wraith empty-handed. You tried hard, you really did. If you were a game, I'd give you a good review. That being said, Wraith is... Well, I don't want to say unkind because he's been really nice this whole time, but there is that whole spine-ripping thing. Yikes. You enter the ruins of the Cosmic Dump prepared to deliver Wraith the bad news. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. I know he seems sweet and shy and like he's not a killer, but he totally is. Is there a chance he could kill you? But the place is empty. Phew. Wraith must be off somewhere, still preparing. Ugh, what are you gonna do? You still don't have the bell! I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out. Who are you talking to? Huntress pops up from behind one of the giant obelisks, smiling behind her mask. I followed you back here. It was fun, like a cat stalking prey. Oh yeah, that sounds fun. After you left, I was thinking. I want to tell you about the bill. Oh my god, Huntress, thank you. But it's going to cost you. You empty your pockets and hand over all your gold coins. Oh, sparkly. Okay, so, Wraith Bell. I saw Spirit with it yesterday. She was walking back from here and she says she was eavesdropping on your date. Oh my god, that bitch. She tries to act like she don't care. I know she does. So when you weren't looking, she stole it to sabotage your budding relationship with Wraith. God, between my bad reading comprehension right now and this atrocious accent, it's just... It's a time right now. I think she said something about a cringy game. I'm sorry. I'm trying, okay? It's all no thoughts, head empty right now. Listen, I'm an English major. I'm great with words. Some days. I think they had a fling or something and she's still mad about it. Also, it's not. She's not jealous because Wraith is with me. She's jealous because I'm with Wraith. The plot thickens. Who knows? She's definitely mad about something. Even though it's rusty and old, it's still kinda shiny, so I offered to pay her for it. But she said she had the perfect spot for it picked out at the top of her lighthouse. Oh, we gotta go back. Oh, great. I need to go back to the lighthouse and deal with Spirit. Tell her I'll buy it from her. Oh, great. I need to go back to the lighthouse and deal with Spirit. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. You return to the lighthouse and head right upstairs. No more messing around. I don't have a good feeling about this. I'm not gonna lie. And this time, Spirit is waiting for you. Word on the street is you're looking for me? Or are you looking for me? Mm-hmm. Ha! Yeah, no. I have literally no idea why I'd want to be around you. Especially after you picked Wraith. Did you already get sick of the sad boy and wonder if the sad girl would do it for you? Cut the crap and give me the bell. I don't have time for this. Oh my. Spirit seems aroused by your aggression. Honestly, so am I. Just a little, though. Let's not get things weird between us. So, you want Wraith's bell? How about we play a little game? I call it Don't Look Into the Light.
Or die.
You can only open your eyes when I'm blocking the light. If you look directly at it, I'll die. Precisely. You're much smarter than you look. No offense. Stop on Spirit and don't look straight into the light. If you look directly at it, your brain probably won't survive the stress. Cool. Ugh. Perfect. Close enough. Oh, bitch. That just barely counted. Oh, perfect! Hell yeah. So the light isn't completely fatal, I guess. Only half of your brain and a portion of your soul was damaged. The rest seems to be mostly okay, as far as I can tell. Spirit hands over the bell. Hell yeah! Now please leave me alone. Gladly. Don't worry, I'll come back for you, baby. Next playthrough. And with that, you march triumphantly back to Wraith. Oh, yeah. Oh! Oh! You excitedly walk in to see Wraith in his sexiest outfit yet. He took off his shirt! Your eyes do that cartoon thing where they bug out of your skull. Auga! In true Wraith fashion, his reaction is a little more subdued. He just looks at you and sort of smiles. Hope you have something for me that's gonna make me as happy as I just made you. Look at this guy, so open and comfortable in his own skin / cloak / painted / burnt flesh thing. Beaming, you hold up the bell. It took me all over the island, but I found it. Spirit stole it because... it's a long story. You want to tell me what we'll be doing with it? Wraith holds the bell and tears up. He kisses it. Weird. Okay. Only one more thing until we can finish this. What are we finishing? Or should I say, who? You wink. Always a nice touch. You know, I can't tell you that yet. But while we wait, Wraith hands you a super sexy outfit. Outfit is maybe too strong of a word. This is barely more than just a tiny bit of cloth connected by various thin elastic bits. You look at it and bite your lip. Should I change? You'd better. You duck behind one of the obelisks and take off your clothes, slipping into your new sheer, barely there collection of straps. It is incredibly revealing. Somehow you look more naked with this on than you would if you were actually naked. It's really something. Eyes up here. Sorry, it's impressive. You return to Wraith and model your new outfit. I'm wearing basically nothing. Oh, just you wait. Oh my god, that face! And he's got flowers sprouting! The lights dim. Oh dang, is this what you've been waiting for, you little freak? Oh, you fucking betcha. Relaxed and confident Wraith is a totally different person than the introverted... I did not read that as introverted...
Boner!
I swear I didn't! You met when you arrived on the island. Are you ready? I want to give you my heart. I'm ready. The lights go out. It's so chilly. Don't worry, we'll warm up. He's not wrong. Wraith's naked skin feels like fire on yours. The fire he's been so afraid of this whole time? You melt into his arms, his lips exploring. I should probably leave you two alone. Feels weird to be documenting this. Before I give you my heart, I'm going to give you something else. Is it your there it is. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. I'll see you in a... Hold up, even in the dark, I think I know that smell. It's like salad dressing mixed with suntan oil. Dwight and Claudette. Guess they like to watch. Hold that thought, lovebirds. Wraith, your special guest, is here a little early. Wow, I didn't know human bodies could fit that way together. Sure they can. I'll show you when we're done tonight. Huh? The lights pop back on. You and Wraith are still wearing virtually nothing. No time to get dressed. We've got to go immediately. That's right. It's Secret Hatch reveal time. And no, that's not some double entendre. Follow us. Dwight and Claudette disappear into an open hatch in the ground. Wraith throws on some clothes and you both follow. Damn it. It's even colder down here. Well, have fun. Our job pretty much stops at getting you here. Contrary to what you may have heard, we don't like to watch. Not this. See you later. They climb back up the ladder as you turn around. Across from you stands a very old Nigerian woman. Grandma Abby? Philip! They embrace. You are suddenly very aware of how exposed your skin is and how chilly you are. Forgive me, this is my grandmother.
Abigail, pleased to meet you, Leah.
That sounds a lot like Dwight's voice. You know what? My nerd voice and my old people voices, they kind of, they sort of, but it's fine.
So you're the one my little Philip has chosen. Interesting.
Interesting. What does that mean? Do you need to earn the respect of Grandma Abby now?
I can't wait to get to know the person my Philip has decided to give his heart to.
They keep saying give his heart. I get the feeling this isn't a metaphor.
Come, help me make drinks.
You go with Grandma Abby. I have to prepare the bell. Happy to, Philip. Wraith looks sheepish, like he's reverted a little back to his old self. Oh, yeah, I guess I never told you my real name. Philip Ojomo. Ojomo? Ojomo. I think that's right. You bow deeply. Nice to meet you, Philip Ojomo. Wraith laughs, grabs the bell, and leaves. Grandma Abby takes your hand and guides you to the table with potions.
Come, let's get some refreshments. I'm an old lady, and it's not so easy for me to mix these exactly. My hands just aren't as steady as they once were. You'll need to help me pour.
Now doesn't seem like the time for questions like, what is this? Or are we supposed to drink these possibly poisonous liquids? Just get to it! Fill that cup up! Oh dear. I'm concerned. I'm extremely concerned. I'm not allowed to ask questions. Still very concerned. I feel like we got some ritual shenanigans. Oh, oops.
That could have been better, but I certainly wouldn't be able to manage it. I suppose it will have to do.
Okay.
Come, while we wait, I want to make sure you're the one.
Huh? You sit across from her and she smiles brightly at you.
Philip has been through so much. He saw things as a child that no child should have to ever even think about. I fear what that could do to a person. But not Philip. He is thoughtful and strong-willed. He is a good boy.
I agree. Although thinking back to what you two were getting up to right before this, maybe you don't agree. Oh yeah, he's very bad. Ooh.
Tell me, Philip's birthday is coming up. What would you get him as a gift?
A statue of a horse. Something big and bold. Maybe a statue, maybe of a horse. You have no idea why you said that. You immediately regret it. But Grandma Abby's face lights up.
Wonderful. That would remind him of the knight, his favorite chess piece.
Yes! I knew that! Uh-huh, definitely. You liar.
Okay, tell me this. If Philip could be a tree, what kind of tree would he be?
A cactus. A true survivor, prickly on the outside but warm on the inside. You can be alone and thrive in any climate, like Wraith. Grandma Abby nods, content. But then she calls out,
Philip, we are ready!
oh, it changed to Philip. Give me a couple more minutes. She turns back to you.
Well then, how about a game to lighten the mood before our big event? Maybe we can do some constellation trivia or play cornhole.
Wow, how convenient. You may have played one of these before. Never mind the fact that they were in a different location, and it makes no sense that you could do them here underground in a completely different area. We have plenty of money to make some other mini games, okay? This is Dead by Daylight. Just have some goddamn fun for once in your life. Wow. Are the developers admitting their game is not fun? Well, I didn't say it, they did. Since one of these games may be familiar to you, who knows? You might get an extra relationship status boost if you try the one you haven't had before. Uh-huh, okay. But what do I know? I'm just an omniscient narrator. Okay, let's do the trivia. I know a thing or two about constellations you're on. Hey, who doesn't like answering random questions about constellations in a bizarre and high-stakes situation? And look at us! We're an educational game, too. Hell yeah. Multi-genre. Grandma Abby sizes you up.
Okay then, what's the answer to this? This constellation roughly translates to sea whale and is located in a region of the sky alongside other water-related constellations. That one.
Grandma Abby cocks an eyebrow, perhaps realizing she's underestimated you. You smile proudly.
You're right, but maybe that was just a lucky guess. Okay, next, what do we call the constellations located in the ecliptic or path of the sun?
That one. Grandma Abby shrugs.
That's right. Good to know you can get the easy ones. Last question. This constellation was first described by Nicolas Louis de la
Listen, okay, I'm a white American. Mispronunciation is practically my specialty. I'm doing my best.
Roughly translates to pendulum clock.
That one. Totally not looking at the answers. Abby nods, impressed.
Okay, I thought that was tough, but you got it. Good job.
Hey, you got all three right. Looks like Grandma Abby is pretty impressed with you. I'm glad you got a moment to relax. Sorry I yelled at you earlier. It's been a long game. Wraith re-enters, holding the bell. It looks brand new. I think we're ready. Time to drink up. Grandma Abby hands out the potions, drinks you made. First to Wraith, then herself, then you. She stops and looks at you. Okay. She stares you down intensely with a sweet smile on her face.
No matter what you do, you cannot abandon my Philip. Do you understand? He has been abandoned his whole life. I regret leaving that bunker. His parents regret leaving our village. But here he is now, and he has opened up to you, of all people. You cannot betray him, or I will haunt you from my grave. And my spectral form is not always as nice as this one before you right now.
Wait, she did? Thank you for the advice.
Of course, dear. Now, where were you two before I arrived?
We were about to play a board game. Fully clothed, of course. It's okay. She knows. She does.
Of course I do. It's a requirement of the ritual.
The what? Grandma Abby and Wraith stand up and walk to the wall with hanging chains and locks.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm finally ready to leave this place. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I know I've talked about looking up answers, but I don't scroll enough down to see what's gonna happen next. As Grandma Abby places Wraith in chains, your jaw drops. What is happening? Okay. I feel like this is meant to be kind of suggestive. There's no way we're gonna be getting on some kinky BDSM with Grandma here. There's gonna be some weird ritual shit happening. This is what we've been working towards. This is how we consummate our relationship. The cult of the Black Veil would do this ritual to leave and return to the island. One lover would be sacrificed, and the other would do the sacrificing. So here I am, ready to move on, to be sacrificed. No, this is crazy. I don't even know what to do. That's why Grandma Abby's ghost was summoned to help.
Philip's heart must be removed, lit on fire, and the bell rung.
Everything you've done here has been building to this. Huh? In shock, you look up at Wraith, arms and legs splayed against the cold, mossy stone. You have to do the ritual. You have to carve out my heart.
You don't get an invitation like that every day. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? You've done so well. You've earned it. We're almost at the finish line. You didn't think I brought you all this way without a plan, did you? What kind of sinister body of salt water do you think I am?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you before. I couldn't. You never would have come with me on this journey. A disturbingly calm Grandma Abby hands you a jagged dagger. It seems far too dull for this job. Oh, I'm horrified.
All he wants to do is leave this place with you. You can make that happen. Those who slay together stay together.
Is that like the new tagline of this game, huh? Grandma Abby's still witty under very intense and disturbing circumstance. This ritual requires sacrifice on both ends. We both need to be in love with each other. I love you, and I've been waiting to give you my heart. Please take it. What? Huh? I love you too. Stifling tears, you accept the dagger from Grandma Abby, and after taking a moment to compose yourself, plunge it into Wraith's chest. He winces and groans as you slice him open. I'm sorry. Huh? We don't even get to... Yeah. No? Huh? Wraith reaches out and brushes his thumb across your cheek. Even in this nightmarish situation, your heart races and your cheeks flush red. He smiles through the pain. Your hair was covering your face. I wanted to get a better look at you. Stop. Stop. That's not awkward. That's sad. Not as awkward as what you're actually doing, though, which, to remind you, is plunging a dagger into the chest of your beloved right after declaring your love for each other in order to remove his heart for a strange ritual that might be complete bullshit. Real Romeo and Juliet vibes. Wraith goes limp as you insert your hand into the gaping hole you've made. It's slippery and warm And you're not a doctor. How are you supposed to... Oh, no, there it is. You slipped your hand under his rib cage, and that is definitely a heart. You try not to vomit as you wrap your fingers around it. Take a breath and pull. It slides out surprisingly easy. Grandma Abby snips some arteries and veins and takes the heart from you. Covered in blood and tears, you watch her put your beloved's heart in a stone dish and light it on fire. She takes the bell looking fresh and shiny and new and rings it. There is a blinding flashing light. In that instant, you worry you've killed Wraith for nothing. What? What? No fucking way! This is supposed to be the good ending! And then blackness. Through the darkness, you hear the sounds of waves lapping. It's calm and still, just like when this journey began. Remember that? Feels like it was just 2 hours and 33 minutes ago. Okay, that's... You don't need to keep track of the time so succinctly. You realize everything is dark because your eyes are closed. You decide to keep them that way for just one more moment. You did it! You fell in love with the killer. You made him fall in love with you. You consummated your relationship. Not the way I would have liked, but... by agreeing to sacrifice him in a questionable ritual in order to get off this island. Did you do the right thing? Did you play the game correctly? Huh? You open your eyes. You're still here, but you feel a weight has been lifted. You look to your right. Wraith is here, alive. He has stitches on his chest. What? Your love is alive, but the ritual didn't work. What's going on in this place? Outside, Claudette and Grandma Abby buried Dwight in a hole, sculpting him into a sand castle in the shape of a T-Rex. We could join them and play in the sand, or we could get down and dirty right here in my cabana. Let's leave them out there until high tide, maybe longer. Wraith smiles. Rawr, that's Dino 4, I love you. I have lots of questions.